Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of the Stay Off My Grass podcast. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And we had a lot going on this holiday season. A lot. We got the Suns versus the Warriors, and we got the Lakers versus the Brooklyn Nets, man. So we just want to hop straight into it. Which one game you want to go first? We can go to Laker game
You,
first.
you guys play first. Go ahead. Tell us about it.
All right, so you're gonna give me the
The
floor.
West.
So
That's in the
let me
West, right?
So I was so upset about the game initially, just because number one, I didn't even get a chance to watch it. I watched it earlier. I watched the highlights obviously after the game, and I seen we lost. But I seen like the full game on the NBA League Pass today, and I was just like trying to see what was going on. And what some things that concerned me is made me a little bit worried about if we do meet them in the Western Conference Finals, but then also gave me a little bit of confidence because from what I've seen that they had Golden State Warriors plan was kind of like they played CP3 full court with Jonathan Kuminga or Gary Payton Jr. and then D Book. I don't know. I'll get into that later. But they play him full court and they kind of like wanted to disrupt the offense. And then like we never really got into our sets. We never really got our offense going and stuff like that. So it was just like, okay, I see what they was trying to do. And then on top of that, like D Book just played terrible. Like 5 for 19, unacceptable with 13 points. Like you just can't. To me, the thing that irritates me the most is just like he only do that when it's on national TV. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we play on a
Finals,
local,
right?
we play.
Finals on
Whenever
national.
we play on national TV, he always like he don't never show people what he really look like. But that's a different conversation. But another thing that gave me a little bit of confidence, and the Suns fans that's watching this could get a little bit of confidence. I think that like what was really going on is that like Monty and like the team kind of didn't want to give them too much just so they could have a lot of film on us when it do come playoff time. So that kind of made me feel a little bit better because I was like, I feel like we just went out there and was just kind of playing instead of like running our sets. And like I said, like it was picking up CP3 full court, and it was just like we can never really get an offense going or whatever. And then campaign to me, it's like a love hate relationship. When he played the Lakers, he played real good. So I guess that's just a team that he just killed against. But like to me, a lot of his buckets come off of just miss or not his buckets, but I feel like if we didn't have Aiden or McGee down there to like clean, like because I swear to you, McGee gets all his buckets just off of campaign miss layups. Like not saying that he missed them like Westbrook, but like he missed them because like he can't go right, and everybody knows that he's about to try to finish with his left. And to me, it's a little interesting that he the only left-handed dude I've ever known or seen that like can't go right because most lefties can go right. So it's just like a little interesting. But yeah, like yeah. So after seeing all of that, and then like I said, Otto Porter, he just took over in the fourth. I was just like, what is going on? Like, but
Hey, I'm just
I
saying. Okay, I
go
think
ahead.
last time they played y'all was missing people, or was they missing people? I mean, it wasn't the complete game.
Yeah,
This was
yeah,
this was the I guess not the best game we're gonna get because y'all play them one more time, possibly probably when Clay comes back.
right.
And then I feel like that's gonna be the X factor in that because Clay is a lockdown defensive stopper, and
Right.
he's gonna guard Book come playoff time for sure. That's no debate. Even after all the surgery, so I mean, and his you put him in the lineup, that's another 25 points that he can shoot, get hot real quick.
Right.
I still
And
feel like they're right now they're still the best team in the West until proven otherwise. Even with what 6 players out, they still beat the top team in the West. I mean, y'all still battling it out, but they
yeah,
got the edge on y'all right now for number one.
I mean, yeah, they definitely got number one. They took the number one seed because we've been going back and forth. We have the same exact record, and they have the season series, so that's why they're number one. But something that I would say that I was a little like, okay, like I think that even though like I feel like if you look at the like I feel like Mikal Bridges did a pretty good job on Steph Curry. Steph Curry had what 33 points, and he shot like maybe like it was 12 of 30 or something like
It
that.
was pretty obscure. Yeah, he only made like 5 threes. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah, like he only made 5 threes. He was like, I want to say like 5 for like 13 or something crazy. But yeah, so I think he shot the ball like I think 30 times or 25 plus or whatever. So I was just like, to me, that's a dub. That's a defensive. Even though like yes, he has 30 and whatever, and like all the people that really don't pay attention to the game don't really understand like that's good. Like you know what I'm saying? If you can get somebody that has to shoot that much just to even it out, like that's good defense. But I do think that Mikal Bridges did pretty good. Um, well, and then in other news, other Suns news, we are gonna miss out on Jay Crowder with COVID and Alfred Payton. We wasn't really leaning on him too heavy, anyways. But it's gonna be real interesting. I really want to see what Cam Johnson gonna look like in the starting lineup, especially at power forward. And I think that he can do it. I think that we were grooming him to take Jay Crowder's job anyway. But we're gonna see now. We get like just a sneak peek of because he don't really got it yet. We're gonna get a sneak peek of what it looked like. But to the meat and potato, because I was down, I was real messed up. I was like, man, the Suns lost. I drove home. I couldn't even watch the game. We hadn't played on Christmas in however many years, 10+ years, and like then we lose, and then D Book play bad. So I'm talking all this trash, and then
You actually dodged a bullet.
yeah, then the Lakers came around, and you know what I'm saying, they cheered me up, and I was just like, good googly moogly. But yeah, man. So do you want to go first, or you want me to go first and tell you what I seen? And
Go, let me hear what you got to say.
all right, so just from the objective Laker hater point of view, so what I seen was what a lot of people been saying, or like LeBron, he was out there doing everything, and that game, he really was playing like I'm not trying to lose this, like I'm not losing this game, and he really kept him in the game. This is the first time in a long time y'all went down big, and y'all actually decided to like keep playing and play through it. Because like I said, for the longest, like to me, it seems like whenever y'all go down 10, 20 points, like that's it, like y'all give up and whatever. But shout out to my guy, even though like he is a Laker, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to support the Cali kid straight out of modern day. If it wasn't for him, Stanley Johnson, playing that defense, how he was playing, hustling and doing all the other little stuff, yes, he kind of like is a little bit of like an offensive liability because he can't shoot in the system but he was out there doing everything. And to me, he brought like, he was out there the only one. Well, he kind of was like playing and brought y'all back or whatever the case may be. But I feel like if I was y'all, I would definitely be really concerned because it's like we lose on Christmas to the Nets that only have James Harden, and it's just like, so you go let Patty Mills go give you 30, you know what I'm saying, and then Nick Claxton do what he did, and it was just like, to me, it just wasn't a good look. And I feel like this game like opened up everybody's eyes to Westbrook, because now, like last week, 2 weeks ago, I was sounding crazy. I was looking crazy when I was telling people, look, I think that y'all should trade him for Ben Simmons. Now everybody like Russ has to go. So now it's like, okay, now you're open to a Simmons trade, but you know what I'm saying. Go ahead, Jay.
All right, so let me see. Let me pull it up. All right, first thing, defense was really bad again. First quarter, they almost gave up 40 points. It was like in the first quarter, it was just let them roam up and down again. Second quarter, like you said, we got the Stanley Johnson infusion. Looks really good. I mean, that's what Trevor Ariza supposed to look like. But I mean, Trevor Ariza is an older player,
right?
He's not going to play as quick and as agile. Like when Stanley Johnson started to check James Harden, that really started to change the game. That definitely for the game after James Harden hit THC in the nuts. But yeah, I mean, the hole we put ourselves in was the reason we lost. Like you can't come down from 25 and expect like to just roll over and
y'all
come back.
Did though.
We even like. If we don't go down 25, we stay in the game. We're playing throughout the game. We don't have to fight a big lead to come back. We didn't have to do that. If we just stay in the game and play defense, that's our main point. And then I seen third quarter that our defense in the third quarter put us in the hole. Like if we'd have had an offensive explosion like that in the fourth quarter with playing deep with good defense like we had in the second quarter when we slowed them down, then we win the game. Simple as that. Fourth quarter, let me see. Melo, dumb technical. Why in the heat of the moment? Why that makes no sense. What are you so angry about? Like, bro, we need every moment, every minute, every possession of this game right now. And then Westbrook, man, he did miss a lot of layups. But I mean,
hold up on Westbrook. I want to give him his own isolated segment, but somebody I did want to highlight that was real costly for y'all. Your boy Darren Collison.
Wait a minute.
Darren Collison. 2 back-to-back 3-ball and 1 foul.
Yep.
Come on, man. You on a 10-day
in a row,
back to back. And if you gonna foul him, at least make sure he don't make the shot.
That's 8 points. That's 3 possessions up and down. That's even 4 if you get
in the last 2 minutes or so of the game, and that's what you do. Yeah, and you go out there and you go do that. But go ahead.
I'm gonna be seeing Patty Mills in my nightmare, man. 34 points. Shout out.
What is Stu Lance stance? What?
Who gonna score 30 on us tonight, huh? This the new stage. I wonder who's gonna do it next. Patrick Mills had 34 points, man. spotting up from three, wide open three. I can't even say I'm amazed because we know this is gonna happen every game. It's a not even saying.
I thought that. Yeah. Isn't that Stu Lance? Isn't that what Stu Lance? He's like, hey, no new superstars tonight. That's what.
To the game.
It seemed like every night it's just like the random person come out there and kill y'all, and it's just like I don't know what it is. It's just like you can't. Yeah, you can't plan for that. Like you can't plan for Patty Mills to go out there and give you 30. Like I definitely didn't see that coming. I thought that James Harden was gonna have to score at least 40 or whatever, or if they wasn't gonna give him fouls.
Still, they had 5 fouls too. That was good. I mean, I feel like right now too, we maybe should salvage THT, see what we can get for him. Because honestly, he's as good as Stanley Johnson is right now. If you tell me the truth, what's the difference?
I feel like Stanley Johnson is like a Kent Bazemore that hasn't fallen into your bad graces yet. Because I think that the more you see of Stanley Johnson, the more you'll see like, okay, I see why he's not in the league. But last night, like you got to look at it from his point of view. Like Stanley Johnson is an LA kid, grew up. I'm pretty sure he grew up a Laker fan. Playing on Christmas, of course, that's what he's gonna give you. You know what I'm saying? Like especially, and then he was out of the league, so it's like he was the only one that was out there playing like he was hungry. You know what I'm saying? Because he is hungry. So it's just like
even if we don't keep Stanley Johnson, that's how we need players to play forward, playing like that. Like take some pride. That's how I expect Wayne Ellington, Trevor Ariza to go out there and play. That's how like give it your all. Even like James, all he was doing was staying in front of James Harden. He wasn't letting him get to his left. He was just staying in front of him, checking him, make sure he give him a good contest. That's all you can ask for.
But this is what I'm saying. It goes.
I've watched the Lakers just give up completely open shots. At least Stanley Johnson, from what I've seen from one game, at least I know he's going to play his heart out on defense. If that's what
this is what I was telling you a couple episodes ago when I was like, this is what Stanley Johnson is a person that realizes the weight of the Laker uniform. You know what I'm saying? And you can see it last night. Because the LA kid that grew up in it, he understands and he went out there and played like it, especially on Christmas. And when you get a bunch of like players that's like kind of journeymen throughout the league, they just kind of treat y'all like it's just another team, not knowing that like y'all have a big, whether y'all suck or whether y'all win or whether y'all champions, whatever, like there's a target on your back at all times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I will never take my foot off the gas at all times. Anytime I get to kick y'all when y'all down, I will. So it's just like at all times, and
we're
some players don't understand that.
We're a gold standard. You can't come here and not. This is the you know the expectations of Laker fans when you come here. Right. Like we already know. We had Kobe come here and play for 20 years, gave it his all every night. When you come for the Lakers, you know that no matter what, you need to be in the game. This is first. This is the lore of the Lakers, the gold standard, 17 championships. Something you don't know about. I mean. You
like I said, we're gonna see how many books got when it's done.
This is a part of our syllabus.
But anyway, so going over to the, you know what I'm saying, the greatness of the Lakers, let's talk about Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying, how great he's been in the last couple of games or so with the untimely turnovers and the bad shots and the 4 for 20 shooting. So I'm gonna dive into it a little bit and give you my point of view. I just feel like, to me personally, I just want my flowers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because this is something I called early in August when y'all was like, oh, Westbrook going to play different. He went to Bron house. They done sat and drank wine together and blah, blah, blah. He going to come off the ball and da-da-da-da-da. He not going to shoot 20 shots a night if we don't need 20. He not going to care about them triple-doubles. We need wins and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, dog, just give me my flowers now. You know what I'm saying I was right. And also with the Frank Vogel saying that he's not going to make it to All-Star break because I said the same thing in August. So, you know what I'm saying? I just need give my credit, and I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, take my credit. But, like I said, he just played. It was a bad night. It was a terrible night. I mean, I can say the same for D-Book. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be like, oh, well, D-Book shot 5 for 19. You know what I'm saying? And then Westbrook was like, nigga, hold my beer. 4 for 20. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and with timely turnovers, like, dog, like, what are you doing? Bad shots. And then to me, the one that made me laugh the most was when he got hung trying to dunk on Nick Claxton on the rim. And then to me, I just felt it. I felt it. It was like everybody was like, it was like a shock around LA. It was just like, what in the fuck is going on? What did he just do?
Yeah, man. I seen a stat or whatever. It was like Westbrook's plus minus with LeBron, and I forget somebody else was like negative this versus when like he's playing with other players. I'm not really into analytics, but I think I'm gonna look more into that. But eye test Westbrook, he's not playing up to where he's supposed to be playing right now. I don't care who you are, 4 for 20, you better start passing the ball. Get somebody else the ball.
You're the point guard. You're the point guard. You know what
4
I'm saying?
for 20, you gotta, and I understand like why he gets the ball and he just pushes to beat the because I mean it's an easy shot, right? A fast break layup is something everybody always want, but I feel like it's not an efficient shot for him. Like anybody else, like going coast to coast, LeBron, I wouldn't mind LeBron going coast to coast. I know it's going to end in 2 points or maybe a three
A
or him,
foul.
somebody else, a foul. But Westbrook, it's like that coast to coast. It just it's not the same, and it's
And that's what I'm saying in the sense of
because like that's the only thing he can like when he has the ball. Only thing he is going to do is drive. He's not knocking down his mid range jump shot right now. 3-pointer, he's spotty from there. Sometimes he has his spots where he shoots from, but when he's not getting his bread and butter, his coast to coast layups, it makes the rest of his game hard.
I wish that we could see or y'all could see like without what y'all look like without him. Like maybe if he missed a couple of games because of COVID or injury or whatever. I really am interested to see what y'all see and how y'all play because I think personally, like it's a team that's divided. You know what I'm saying? And y'all playing like a team that's divided because like you can clearly see that like Westbrook don't care about nothing but his stats. Like as long as he get a triple dub, like it's not his fault, and that's kind of like the way that I feel like he be kind of going about it, and that's the way I feel like because like I said with Anthony Davis and all this other stuff, like in the mannerisms of people not getting back and just like all this other stuff is just to me it has to be something in the locker room. It has to be something that people that's not gelling together because they don't agree on what's going on. Like I'm pretty sure Anthony Davis hates when Westbrook, you know what I'm saying? Whenever Anthony Davis do post up or whenever he do roll or whatever the case may be, and he don't get the rock, and then Westbrook do some old nut stuff, then it's just like, dog, like what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? And I imagine that it's like kind of a like, and I feel like personally, it might be people they might not want to say something to him because I feel like David Fizdale kind of went into the post game kind of defending him, like, oh, we need him to be aggressive still, and da da da. It's just like, dog, like, no, you don't, like. But it's just like I don't think nobody in that locker room will say anything to him about it.
Like Fizdale did say too, he just sucked that LeBron had to play such a great game. This for it to lose like that because of small mistakes, man. Small mistakes. And LeBron has been playing like that. He just saying like, you know what, I'm gonna throw it all. Like lately, and Laker fans know. I don't think you seeing no Laker. Nobody's saying nothing bad about LeBron right now.
Yeah, you can't.
Nobody is. You can't. And it's because like you see it like you see like he goes out there and he's just like I'm gonna put it all out there. We win, lose, just know I left it on the court. And I just feel like ain't nobody else doing that with him. And it's crazy because like looking back and like we wasting a year. LeBron, I think LeBron has one more year.
No. And that's something too. That I think like.
And I was hearing Mark.
Go ahead.
And I was hearing Mark Jackson and them saying like LeBron they'll probably make it to the playoffs, but like is that really what you want? Just to squeak by the hairy playoff just because LeBron, willed us in there. But
nah, the reason why LeBron don't get a pass, and I feel like a lot of people have sympathy and empathy for LeBron, and I don't, is because dog in August you was like everybody keep this energy, keep the same energy when it happened, and blah blah blah. And when we get it and mix it all together and it look good, like I'm keeping the same energy, so I want you to keep the same energy. So you know what I'm saying? I thought that it wasn't gonna work. A lot of people thought it wasn't gonna work, and so like you know what I'm saying. To me, like I said, I feel like everybody giving him a pass because they see him and they see like, damn, like this nigga, he's out there giving 30, 40, or like 35 points or whatever and doing everything and all his buckets count. His triple doubles actually count. You know what I'm saying? And then they see Westbrook over there doing what he do. So it's just like, to me, it's more of a like a spotlight on it. But yeah, I mean, y'all knew what it was when at the door. But to me, I feel like now it's just like, it's getting to a point to where it's just like, y'all kind of like are like you're torn a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got some people is like that's not fully off the Westbrook bandwagon. You got some people that's like it's not all his fault, it's coaching and but it's just like yeah, I don't know.
The way I see it, Westbrook probably got his lease is going to come up and at the end of January 31st. That's probably when we're gonna start hearing Westbrook here, Westbrook there. For probably after 2020, when the year starts, that's when this clock starts. It's gonna probably start to tick.
Yeah, I mean
that'd be the last opportunity we have to salvage him, THT, or whatever the Lakers don't want to take into next season.
Yeah, I mean, I bet now Russell Westbrook for Ben Simmons don't sound too bad. I bet it don't sound bad now.
By the time By the time January come around, I think AD will be maybe he'll be back, but I'm thinking more All-Star break for him. I'm like, I don't even want to touch him right now, but when he comes back, I don't know. AD it's gonna be tricky when he comes back too because he'll have to get back into shape, and they already saying he wasn't in heavily good shape,
So is
it's gonna be another
to
question.
you personally, as a personal question, is this the last straw for AD? Because I asked y'all the same thing in August. I was like, if AD get hurt again this year, is it like, all right, it's time for him to go? Or is it for you, is just like he got one more season left or a couple more seasons left, or he got us a ring? Because I feel like another thing too that y'all not taking into consideration, like this is the cause of, or this is the consequence of paying for that ring in 2020. Like this is what it looked like. So I feel like a lot of y'all, would you trade in the ring that you got in 2020 to look like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Would you rather look good now and then not have a ring in 2020, or how do you feel about it? Well, answer the AD one first. Is this his last season if he hurt? If he do come back and then get hurt again?
If
For
he
you?
comes back and gets like hurt, to get like out for the season, or like I hurt,
Yeah,
he mean
just
like, well,
just say hurt. Go ahead.
let me define hurt. Like Joel Embiid hurt, where he's hurt, but he plays like 60 to 65 games and still puts up good numbers, or is it like AD's out for months because he tore and this or
No.
that?
He's hurt and he's playing like he's hurt.
Mm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like when we put y'all out, like he tried to go in game 6 and was just like, dog, like, I can't. Like I gotta go. Like I'm I like even with Joel Embiid, like it'll be some nights he don't play, some nights he do play, some nights.
I feel like it's still. I feel like not Rob Pelinka, but I feel like not even a coaching leash is short anymore. I feel like the Lakers after this season, there's going to be a lot of self evaluating, a lot of people not coming back for sure. It's going to be another gutted team if they don't want to pull it together this year and bring back the people. But I feel like they need to really get some. AD is not a center, and that's where his demise is coming from right now. Him playing heavy minutes at center. He needs a center on the floor with him in order for him to be the all-star, the 25-point game player that we need him to be. And I feel like that comes on management too for not making the right moves. You let go of JaVale McGee, like I keep saying, I say this all the time. JaVale McGee, he made AD look really good because they could both
Right.
block shots and they can both defend so much space to where like it was like you get past the front line, you got to go deal with him or Dwight Howard, and then it's usually going to end up in the block. AD was, I think he was even in the top runners for Defensive Player of the Year 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
To be honest, and
100%.
because he had a backbone on defense, someone that can help him because he's always able to help everybody else. But if AD gets hurt next season, he might be out of here for sure. Yeah, they might
And
decide which one.
also, would you trade that 2020 ring to look good right now? Or would you?
Lakers are winning in 2020, whether it was coronavirus, flu, swine flu, whatever you got, whatever you have, the Lakers is winning the chip. No.
Well, as long as, I mean,
But that was in March. We probably had the season was going in 3 months later. The Lakers were looking great. They weren't. We were.
no, yeah, it was looking good. It was looking good.
We looked damn.
We was on the up and coming. So I think if y'all have ran into us, y'all, I don't know. But
you guys were what, number 10, 11 that year?
no, we was 9. We finished tied with 9. We finished tied with 8th place.
Before the season paused, where were y'all at?
Before the season paused, we were like, I want to say like 9th or 10th. Yeah, like 9th or 10th.
The Lakers were rolling. The Lakers were rolling. Nah. Avery Bradley was at his best. LeBron was at his best. AD was at his best. Everything was clicking. We was beating everybody. So 2020 we was gonna win that one anyway. No question.
Well, I guess. I mean, I mean, to me it sounded all right, but like I said,
AD wasn't hurt. AD was healthy. AD played a lot of games. AD was a contributor, and you take. I mean, 3 months left in the season. The season ends in mid-April. Corona was at that early, like mid-March. So you just ask AD to play another 2-3 weeks of the regular season, less than like 10, 15 games. You tell me he doesn't make it to the playoffs?
I don't know. I mean, I guess that would just be a question that we'll never know. I just know that y'all looking bad right now. So y'all gonna have to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? The Suns, it's all right. It'll be better days. Like I said, I took that loss a little hard, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm a little concerned about the Warriors in the playoffs, but to me, I feel like if the Suns can get to the Western Conference Finals and play Golden State, I still feel like that's a dub for the season for me. Even though I do want to go back, even though I believe we're going back to the finals. But you know what I'm saying. And so for you, what is your outlook on the season right now? Because I feel like a lot of people in LA are like a lot of Laker fans. They just like it is what it is. Like we not. Some people like we not making the playoffs. Some people like we gonna get bounced the first round. Some people like I just don't even care. I don't even watch it no more.
All right, let's see. We are 16 and 18. So 16 plus 18. 16 plus 18. 34. We played 34 games this far, right?
Right.
And then we get play 82 for the season. We got 48 games left to figure it out. 48 divided by 2 is 24. We're gonna have to, and if these next 20 to 25 games gonna determine whether we make it to the playoffs or not, and whether or not we plan for a lottery pick. So I think by All-Star break, we're gonna know whether or not these Lakers is a tank or a bust. That's my outlook on the team.
Y'all are on a 5-game losing streak, so y'all are on a 5-game losing streak, so it's not looking too good. Minnesota's right behind y'all. Who else is right behind y'all? Dallas is right behind y'all. It's a couple of teams, Sacramento Kings, even though I don't think they're gonna make the cut.
I would love playoff game, but they terrible.
Yeah, and then the Dallas Mavericks is down there. So I think that, you know what I'm saying, if y'all do go back into play-in, it's going to be a real interesting play-in this year. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to see y'all versus Luka in the playoffs. So we're going to see or a play-in and high-intensity game. So it's going to be an interesting one, man. But that's going to wrap it up for us here today, man. Any last thoughts, any last things you want to share before we get up on out of here?
Fly, Eagles, fly. We in the 7th seed, baby. We in there. Play us in the playoffs. I don't care who it is.
Yeah, y'all want to see us.
We're an underdog team. Like, damn, the Eagles doing it again.
Nah.
Watch. We're going to go on a run.
Hell no. This is Aaron Rodgers season. Yeah, man. And then I got another announcement. So we're going to have a little giveaway, man. So we're going to have a little something special for all the subscribers and stuff like that. I'm trying to have a little giveaway and stuff until we get 100 subscribers, man. So until next time, I'll let y'all know about it. It's going to be real, real special, though, I promise you. So I'll let y'all know in the next episode.
Hit that subscribe button. Peace.